Okay.
Okay, baik.
Okay, gold will be very very interesting. Okay,
Oh,
kita tengok gold Okay, I think of course gold kita analyze all the time. Okay, kita ada bagi tahu. Okay, ini daily time frame susah sikit kita nak tengok. Better tengok 4 hourly. Okay, so I think we were talking about few key levels. Okay, especially on the 1820. Sekejap saya tengok. Kita last week kalau 12 ni banyak 5,000 bulan. 5,000 bulan. Okay, sampai kat sini. Okay, 1812 punya dekat sini kan. Okay. Okay, so I think last week we were here. Okay, so we were mentioning. I think I clearly mentioned this level will be taken to test this 1820, and it actually went. And 1820 ada a bit atau 1823. Okay, ada a bit of a rejection, and then it came back to test back about 1813, 1814. And then there's another level I mentioned close to about 1825 to 1830 punya level. Okay, so this is the level. Okay, we thought will become a right shoulder, because I mentioned this is the left shoulder, this is the head, and then we are expecting right shoulder to move this. Okay, so when the price was testing somewhere kat sini, okay, this is where the the CPI data came about. Okay, dekat sini. So they had a spike, okay, and then came down immediately because the CPI data, there's some good news and also some not so good news. That's why there was a spike on the both sides immediately that happened. Okay, so we thought this 1830, 35 will be a strong resistance. So we were thinking this is a more of a fake out ataupun just what do you call, some kind of a short breakout to before it move into here and then test here and then continue. Tapi kat sini yang ramai traders, okay, sama macam tadi saya bagi tahu head and shoulder punya pattern, okay, we always think bila dia break neckline, dia datang, it continue this. So similarly kat sini, this is a pattern most traders was anticipating dekat sini, okay. Tapi bila dia naik kat sini, okay, okay, so most people started to sell dari sini. This is where last night that apa nama tu, Ukraine Russia issue came about. Straight away bukan dia break
okay.
1835 punya level, dia break 1840, dia break this 18 berapa ni dekat sini 1850, then dia pergi almost 1864. Okay, so this is the impact. Okay, dia bukan kita breakout ni sini sebab support strong, that's why ini. Okay, nothing to do with that, or nothing to do with stochastic, nothing to do with it, because all these indicators are the lagging indicator. It only shows after it happened. There's no indicator, or the normal indicator, momentum oscillator indicator we use. It's all lagging indicator. Okay, so don't say, oh, this is a strong support, that's why it's because okay. This is because the fundamental news ataupun the negative headlines that came about that push. That's why they break all this resistance fast. So benda macam ni yang boleh berlaku tadi, yang macam saya bagi tahu GU tu. So any strong fundamental news or negative news of that particular country or that particular currency, it will take, especially this kind of a volatile pair like gold, GBP, and Japanese yen, particularly. Okay, those dia takkan respect all those technical levels kalau news tu terlalu volatile. Okay, but in a normal situation, dia akan macam respect because there's nothing tak ada. Okay, tapi macam CPI, data CPI keluar, dia tak respect, dia spike. Okay, so that kind of thing. Ataupun semalam ada apa Michigan University punya sentiment news came about, there'll be a bit of but that will not going to break. Tapi CPI data, that will break probably I would say medium strong resistance ataupun support. But this kind of geopolitical sentiment, dia tak ada ni lah, dia akan break even the major support, major resistance. Okay, so having said that, as I mentioned it, I'm still optimistic, but at the same time we have to be a bit cautious. Anything is possible dengan Putin and Biden at this point. Both of them are wanted to show who's having more power ataupun who's controlling the world at this point. Okay, so assuming both of them come to a compromise, we are expecting back to probably 1850, 1845 level, and we have to see whether it makes another lower high to continue to come down to this level. This is I'm expecting probably. So now whatever I mentioned last week atau a couple of weeks, this move will happen for FMC. So the graph only shifted slightly. That means ataupun by level. So it's the same projection. So I'm expecting this move towards ataupun after FMC. That means dia akan maybe dekat 1830 ataupun 1840 punya zone, okay, dia akan sideways for some time. Bila FMC in the next 2 weeks time ataupun about 3 weeks time, then we probably expect this big move coming out. Assuming Russia, I'm taking out Russia-Ukraine issue, I'm assuming nothing coming out of that, then this is a move I'm expecting. So benda move ni, I think previously if you go back, it happened couple of months ago. I think kalau kita pergi dekat last year, ada sekali tu dia datang and then they drop before FMC. Sekejap ya, saya cari. There's a one time dia datang balik ke level ni and then they drop balik. Oh yeah, this one. You guys can see this period. Because I remember I also traded during the FMC period. There was hovering around sekejap ya, I look at this level. Okay, this level. Somewhere early last year. Yeah. So dekat sini because I remember I was trading it dropped down, okay, to about 1840. Then I started to scalp, but then it was dropping to about 1810, then back to about 1780. Because I remember this move.
Okay.
Because I was during apa pagi, so masa ni pagi tu saya trade pukul 2-3 pagi saya trade masa tu. Okay, so now it's almost going to make this range bound kind of thing. Okay, before FMC. Okay, and then probably FMC the okay. But assuming I'm still making a disclaimer, Russia Ukraine is totally out of my equation. Tapi kalau Russia ni, then I will show a different chart. Okay, so this is what I'm expecting. Maknanya dia akan move between level apa 1875 up to about 1833. So whoever traded gold during this time, they know it. This was a range of almost about $50, $40 to $50. It was ranging for a couple of days. Dekat sini almost dekat 2 minggu plus rasanya. Kejap ya, saya check daripada almost 10 hari 14 hari, sorry, 14 hari. Okay, so almost dekat 14 hari it was making that move. Okay, so that's what I'm expecting. But tapi kalau siapa tu Russia Ukraine punya issue come on board, okay, then we will have a different scenario. Okay, so we probably expect okay a bit of a correction and pushing higher to this level 1890 ataupun close to 1900 level. Okay, so this then kalau Russia Ukraine punya datang, then we are expecting this move. Okay, boleh nampak ya, Bun? Nampak?
Boleh.
Okay, so we are expecting this move back to this 19 to 1912. Okay, so that means you will be very bullish for the next couple of at least for 1-2 weeks. So maknanya dia akan buat satu bullish candle sampai ke this 1890 to about 1910 punya level. Okay, so this is possible. Okay, with lots of uncertainty, especially with Ukraine Russia punya issue. Okay, but if some compromise been made in the next 2 days before Monday, then I was the one I was mentioning just now. Okay, this move, I'm predicting this move. Tapi kalau Russia Ukraine overtake, then we are expecting this move. Okay, Bun.
Okay, baik. Terima kasih Cikgu Rashid. So itu analisa untuk pair GJ, GU dan juga Go ya.